The peninsula is kind of the epicenter of that golden era of California today. It's what people imagine California used to be in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. It's that realized in a modern environment today where you can experience the bay and the beach, some of the best amenities in the world, all in a walkable environment.
As a kid in high school in the 40s, we'd come down here before the freeways existed. And when you got here, it was awesome. And when I moved down here later in life, it's still the same feeling.
It was always that kind of small community, right? It was based a lot around the ocean, the surfing community. It was all about fun.
What's great about living here in Newport Beach, and in particular in the harbor, is that there's so many things to do.
You've got the beach, you've got the boardwalk, you've got bicycling, public parks, surfing, bodyboarding, there's recreation.
The harbor has access to the Pacific Ocean, Catalina. The fishing's epic.
I love seeing the Duffy boats cruising around. They create a special aura here.
Definitely got to go check out the Wedge on a big south swell.
You can definitely get in a little bit of trouble here in Newport.
You know, I'm literally 15 minutes from John Wayne Airport. If you're traveling a lot, that becomes important to you. I really don't know where in the world that you can replicate this.
I was lucky enough to grow up on a boat, Bear Flag. My dad built it. I learned how to fish growing up, and that's kind of how Bear Flag was born. It's treasures from the sea. You can get any kind of fish. We have about 25 different varieties of fish.
A good restaurant takes on a personality. There's a story there. This restaurant, I think it captures what the Cannery Village is about. It captures what the peninsula is about. The fact that something has gone this many years and truthfully has kept the character that made it so special, it may be kind of the cornerstone of what here, because it's the social part.
Lido Village was originally built in the 1930s as residence. DJM in the last 3 years has come behind to restore these old residential structures, bring them back to their original character and charm. We've really tried to think about what's the DNA of Newport Beach, what's the DNA of the peninsula, to create a retail mix that's curated to that DNA, this community that's here.
Russ started this shop here in 1967 when he was 19 years old. It was right here on Balboa Boulevard. When he passed away in 2011, I took over the shop. We make handmade surfboards and sell them down here on the peninsula.
After I graduated college, we moved to Newport Beach, became a part of the community, and ended up starting my family here, opening up multiple restaurants and cafes. Dory Deli is open at 6 o'clock in the morning every day of the year. It's a scratch kitchen. It's not a chain feel. Like when you come to the Dory, you walk in and you think, it's definitely a one-of-a-kind establishment.
Lido House is a 130-room boutique hotel. We're gonna have a great rooftop bar. We have a spa, fantastic restaurant, which we call the Mayor's Table. Will be a celebration of what the site was. I feel like we've won the lottery when we got the right to build this and develop this hotel.
There's a tremendous amount of energy right now that's on the peninsula in Newport Beach.
The community is going through a revitalization.
It starts with this great charm and character and all these old residential projects that I think are creating and leading the momentum that's occurring here on the peninsula.
It's being invigorated by young people that see the advantages of the amenities that the community has.
Balboa Peninsula is a very special place, and there's a lot of exciting revitalization going around. Well, we're staying on one important project that is bringing a new energy to the city, and that's Marina Park, which is behind me. It offers sailing classes, public docks, continuing education courses.
Will only continue to be upgraded more and more because they're not making any more beachfront.
It has not gone through the same appreciation in price as, say, Corona Del Mar has, or different communities out and around here. And in my opinion, that's backwards.
Newport Beach, and in particular in the harbor and on the waterfront, always holds its value.
As I think that you will see a much more rapid escalation in prices.
I think we're just seeing the beginning of what the peninsula will be.
We think that this will be, for us, probably one of the best investments we've ever made in the history of our company.
The Newport Beach Balboa Peninsula is a quintessential beach town in Southern California.
There's nothing better, there's nothing more rich than the experience you get on the coast of California, on the Pacific Ocean, or on the Newport Harbor.
One of the best things is just going to work every day and, seeing people that you know, seeing people's smiles, and once you're here, it's a good place to sow your oats, I think. If you're lucky enough to live in Newport, you should stay.
If my wife was willing, I would sell our house and move over here and buy a place in a minute and spend the rest of my life here.